Hello, it's Juan Carlos again, and I want to address the final reflection questions in the video. The first one was what stood out for you in creating a week of learning. I think what stood out for me was that nobody knows everything, and we continually have to put ourselves in a situation to learn. And I'm glad I've taken this course. I knew a lot about online learning, but I didn't know everything, and I think this is going to take my online learning to another level. And really, truly, I agree with about 95 to 98% of everything I've read, and I want to apply the things that I'm not currently applying. And in terms of UDL best practices, I think it's important to really have a philosophy of how you treat students because you got to always treat students with respect no matter who your students are. You always got to be ready to be flexible and to be able to serve student needs. Every student is going to have different needs. Every student, and it really is important for us faculty as we interact with our students to respect them first of all, and to treat them as equals, and to be able to do whatever we can to fulfill to meet their needs. In terms of presence, I think I do need more presence. I think that starts really with my internet connection. I don't think it's a very good internet connection, so I may have to look to see how much it costs to upgrade that. I think I pay quite a bit right now, but often I find myself in meetings turning off the camera just to get a better connection. And so I know that takes away a little bit of the presence. I do that in class sometimes as well, having to turn off my camera and sometimes even telling colleagues that they could please turn off their cameras, hoping that that'll improve the connectivity. Equity and issue is also the same thing about bandwidth and speed. I know students tell me that their internet connections aren't very fast and they can't be online. I think you can't expect people to have their cameras on because the bandwidth sometimes is low. I just think we just have to be flexible around that and the expectations for students to be online, and whether it's through Zoom or through phone, whatever it is, you have to trust your students that they're all trying the best that they can to be able to be active in your course, and whichever way that may be, whichever bandwidth level they may have. What I learned from my 1 minute video is that I looked a little scared. I don't do as well when I'm on script. I think it's looked a little bit too artificial. I mean, it gets the job done, it gets it done on time, but I think instead of having a script, I may operate a little bit better by having talking points. As I'm doing right now for all of these questions, I have talking points, and that just seems to be working a little bit better for me. And then sort of what did I learn from my peers about the theoretical planning framework course map? I think what I learned is the application of Bloom's taxonomy for the objectives to sort of move the not only change the terminology around, but also understand what that terminology means and how that terminology tells you how that objective is being met. So it's not just about the terminology, but it's following through and making sure that that's in line with the activities that you're doing and so forth. So thank you very much, and I truly enjoyed this course.